Hello everyone and welcome to Victoria's Cantina. Today we're having a look at the Hasbro Star Wars The Black Series number 24 K-2SO from the new film Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. I picked this up as part of my Rogue Friday loot a couple of weeks ago, and I'm quite excited to get it opened up and reviewed. But looking at the packaging first, they obviously carried the same look of the Star Wars Black Series that they released initially last fall. So same overall look, red and black theme to it. You can see the figure in there. You can see a nice image of the character on the lower right. Side of the box gives you a peek inside. Opposite side indicates that this is number 24 in the 6-inch Black Series. And it sort of reiterates the same stuff on the very back. And it says K-2SO, a reprogrammed Imperial security droid now loyal to the Alliance. K-2SO is an alarming sight standing within a secret rebel base. This pragmatic droid is an effective insertion agent as he can blend in perfectly at Imperial installations and outposts. And at the top, you get a peek inside as well, and then that's what you see at the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to take a couple of minutes, get this out of the packaging, and when we come back, we will take a closer look and see what this is like. Okay, you guys, and here is K-2SO out of the packaging. Now that name, K-2SO, every time I see it, I kind of want to say queso. You know, like nacho cheese. It just looks like K-2SO, queso. It just sounds similar and looks kind of similar. Anyway, the Rogue One trailer just dropped and it looks freaking amazing. I am so excited for this film. Perhaps not as excited as I was for The Force Awakens, but I think that's kind of normal since that just came out last year. And now here's another Star Wars film, the first spin-off film, and I'm excited about it. I think it looks great. And the story to me just seems like something that's going to be pretty inspiring, so I'm really excited to see how this movie turns out. Anyway, turning our attention to the figure, it looks great. It's got a super nice aesthetic to it. It's very lanky. It's very different from anything we've seen in Star Wars before, and I like that. To me, that's Star Wars at its best, when it's something new, something fresh, yet familiar, and that's totally what I'm seeing here. It's got a really nice sculpt. It's very cool. It's very robotic, but a bit human-like as well. Coloration is a very nice matte black with some gray elements and some orange elements. He has quite a bit of articulation, but does not come with any weapons or accessories. Go ahead and give you a close-up of K-2SO. And again, I think this looks really, really good. I really like the head on this guy. I mean, it's just so humanoid-like and a bit scary in a way. I mean, it just looks intimidating. Just look at that. It's kind of creepy, but I like it. I like crazy robot humanoid figures, and this certainly fits the bill. The eyes are basically just white, like a very bright white. And you can see some sculpted detail on there, like below his cheeks, I guess we would call them. It looks good. There's a little bit of extra coloring in there. A little bit of wear and tear. You can see some markings there on him, probably that he sustained maybe in battle or with time and use. The detail is very nice, though. I really, really like all these little sculpted details in there. This is interesting. It has that little circle and the two lines that we see on the back of stormtroopers. Now, we do know that this is an Imperial droid, so that's quite likely why we're seeing that on there. But supposedly he was like reprogrammed or something or other to be with the rebels, and pretty cool. I like that. And you can see the little Imperial logos there on his shoulders, and then some orange stripes going around them, and more battle damage and wear and tear on the figure. Very nice. White and blue little light right there. You can see some more sculpted detail in there. Just from all angles, this looks really, really good. Again, very lanky. He's got these really long arms and really long legs. And, you know, initially I was a little bit worried about how hard he was going to be to stand up, but it's really not too bad, because with IG-88, that figure looked incredible, but it was very bendy, very plasticky, and just didn't want to stay standing for any length of time. This one, you get peg holes on it, so if it didn't stand, you could still plug it into the appropriate sized base, and very nice legs. Very skinny, but hey, they work and they're painted very nicely. So like I said, balance on him is pretty good if you get it just right. If the leg is a little bit off or the ankle's a little bit off, it is a little hard to stand because it is very top heavy. And there's not a whole lot of surface area for the feet, but if you get it just right, he does stand without any issues. Now, as far as articulation goes, it's pretty nice. You get a ball joint here at the head, so You can turn it side to side. You can have him look down. You can have him look up. Not so much up, but down's pretty good. You can do a head tilt, which I like. And you got ball joints at both of these shoulders. And they're very well concealed. You can't really see the joint here. And you can move them forward and back. As far as getting them to go out, though, that's about all you're going to get. They're not going to go all the way out. And here at the elbow, you do get a rotation. You also get a bend and a full 90 degrees, which is pretty nice. You do get bends and swivels at both of the wrists, which is great. He has a ball joint here at the torso, but I can't really get any meaningful movement out of it, which I guess is okay because I don't really anticipate needing to move that a whole lot. As for the hips, you do get your ball joints, but like the shoulders, they are a bit hindered. You're not going to get them out a whole lot. You can swivel them forward a full 90 degrees though, so that is pretty nice. And you can also rotate him down here at the knees. There's a rotation above the knee, and there's also a rotation below the knee, interestingly. You get bends at both of the knees, and then for the ankles, you get bends, but there aren't any rotations present. It's just a bend, but it bends pretty nicely, so if you needed to balance him, you could kind of fiddle with it a little bit. Unfortunately, there are no weapons present. In the photos, some of the photos that we saw previously, packaged photos, they seem to indicate he was going to come with a blaster. Unfortunately, there's nothing here. But if you wanted to give him a blaster from another figure, perhaps, you could do that. He holds a blaster, but just unfortunately, he doesn't come with anything. I think something would have been nice because it's a great figure. It looks great and everything, but when there's no accessories there, you kind of feel that a little bit. So I think something, anything would have been great to have packed in here, especially some sort of a weapon. Now, he is a tall figure. Here he is next to the Death Trooper, and you can see he absolutely towers over him. As far as his height goes, you're looking at about 7.5 inches, so this is definitely one of the taller figures in the 6-inch Black Series line. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so there you have it. This is the Hasbro Star Wars, the Black Series, number 24, K-2SO 6-inch scale figure. Overall, you guys, I think this is fantastic. This is a solid figure through and through. This is what Hasbro should aim for each time they do a 6-inch Black Series collector-oriented figure. It looks fantastic. All the aesthetics are there. I really like the sculpt. I really like the paint scheme. Love the matte black with the orange and the gray. It's just a very nice color scheme. All the articulation is great. Joints are great. The shoulders and hips are a bit hindered, but you know what? He's a robot. He's probably not going to be the most fluid sort of character. So I'm totally good with that. I do wish he would have come with some sort of an accessory. Anything really would have been nice to have had with the figure. There's nothing here, and that's a little bit unfortunate, but considering how good the figure is, I'll go ahead and give it a pass. It's a really great figure. And if you're collecting the 6-inch Black Series figures, or you're looking forward to Rogue One, I think this is a solid figure to add to your collection. I'm really happy with it, and I highly recommend it to you. Alright, my friends, I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If so, do give us a like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Be sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And as always, I want to thank you for watching Victoria's Cantina. Until next time, my friends. Bye-bye.